Tank get in there, he want to play. You know, he want to do all this. He get on the rope, like first 30 seconds of the first round, he get in there, he on the ropes, bobbing his head, boom, threw that left at him. Shook the legs. We had a real ref, Floyd there, everybody. Shook the legs. He say I ain't shake the room. I shook the room, right?
Yeah.
Shook the legs. He grabbed me. You know, he ended up holding me. But as soon as I hit him, I'm trying to throw floors. I ain't really got the understanding.
Gervonta Tank Davis, the undefeated lightweight champion known for his devastating knockout power, is facing a different kind of fight outside the ring. Following his decision to sue SHAKUR Stevenson for leaking sparring footage and the subsequent stalling of their highly anticipated fight, Davis has become the target of relentless roasting from fellow boxing professionals. From retired legends to rising contenders, the boxing world has erupted in a chorus of criticism aimed at Davis's perceived reluctance to face Stevenson. Social media is ablaze with memes, jokes, and scathing commentary aimed at the champion. "Come on, Tank, you used to be a man of action," stated former two-division champion Lamont Peterson in a video posted on his YouTube channel. "Now you're scared of a little southpaw jab. What happened to that knockout artist nickname? Fans want to see you fight, not file lawsuits." Peterson's comments were echoed by many other fighters. Ryan Garcia, the flamboyant lightweight contender, took a more playful approach. He posted a photoshopped picture of himself facing off against a terrified-looking Davis, with the caption, "Looks like someone needs a new dance partner." The criticism wasn't limited to social media. During a live interview, current WBO welterweight champion Terence Crawford offered his take on the situation. "The fight business is about testing yourself against the best," Crawford stated, his voice laced with disappointment. "Leaking the video was a questionable move, but suing your opponent, that's just weak. Step up and fight, Tank."
Boom. So I'm trying to well off on him. So he grabbed me. Boom. He clinch up, grab. So when he grabbed the ref, he pushed off on me. I get back on him. Boom. Somehow he get me in the headlock. He squeezed down on the headlock or whatever. We got a real ref in the ring. So the ref break us up. We get to arguing like in between the ref. We arguing in between the ref. I'm telling the ref like, shit, he, got me in the head like choking on me. So then he like, shut up. Boom. He snuck me through like the ref. It's the ref, me, him.
Even trainers and analysts weighed in on the situation. Renowned boxing trainer Freddie Roach, known for his work with champions like Manny Pacquiao, expressed his frustration. "This is bad for boxing," Roach declared during a podcast interview. "Fans want to see the best fighters compete. This legal drama is turning them away." The constant barrage of criticism seems to be getting under Davis's skin. He recently posted a cryptic message on social media, stating, "The lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of the sheep." However, the message did little to quell the tide of negativity. Some boxing insiders believe Davis's decision to sue stems from genuine concern about the leaked footage. They argue that the video, if authentic, showcases a weakness in Davis's defense that Stevenson could exploit. "Maybe Tank is worried the video is legit," stated boxing journalist Sergio Martinez. "He doesn't want to go into the fight with a target on his chin. The lawsuit could be a way to buy time and work on his defense."
They get better and better.
What you said about SHAKUR, pretty much.
Come on, bro.
You feel like it'd be a boring fight, but that it'd be good for boxing and all that. So, yeah. Dude.
I don't want to keep talking about nobody else. Yeah, there was a lot of people out here. Different people. I appreciate a lot of Baltimore people for everybody that was traveling to come.
However, most boxing fans and pundits remain unconvinced. They believe Davis is simply trying to avoid a fight that could potentially end his undefeated streak. "Let's be honest," stated veteran boxing commentator Harold Jackson during his show. "SHAKUR is a legitimate threat. His style is a nightmare matchup for Tank. The lawsuit is just a way for Tank to save face if he decides to pull out of the fight. The pressure is mounting on Davis. With each passing day, the criticism intensifies, and the fans' desire to see the fight only grows stronger. Will Davis stand his ground and defend his title against Stevenson? Or will he succumb to the pressure and find a way to avoid the fight? One thing's for sure, the boxing world is watching, and for Gervonta Tank Davis, the fight outside the ring might be proving to be just as challenging as the one he's desperately trying to avoid."
That was an interesting fight. They promoted it really well. There wasn't a star. A star was born. So to talk about 10 million, you sound a little bit stupid. Just doesn't work that way. Now, moreover, they broke down where the 10 million came from. He got 5 million that night. The commission came in the back and handed him $5 million check. All right. That did not happen, but...
Oh, left uppercut.
Down goes Martin! Mamma mia! 6, 7, it's like Tank Davis scripts this stuff!
Here's the corner. Frank should not be in there. We were talking about that. He's just setting himself up for big trouble here. There's the uppercut, and there's the left.
The already simmering rivalry between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Tank Davis has taken an unexpected turn with the insertion of a third voice, Frank Martin, the hard-hitting contender who fell to Stevenson in a close decision last year. In a series of interviews, Martin cast doubt on Stevenson's recent claims of easily dominating Gervonta Davis in leaked sparring footage. Shakur can talk all he wants, Martin stated in a radio interview, his voice dripping with sarcasm. But everyone who saw our fight knows he can't just walk through guys. He had a tough time with me, and I'm no Tank Davis. Martin, known for his heavy hands and aggressive style, gave Stevenson all he could handle in their 12-round thriller. Despite ultimately losing a split decision, Martin emerged from the fight with a newfound respect from boxing fans and pundits. That fight was a war, recalled veteran boxing journalist Sarah Jones. Martin brought the pressure, and Stevenson had to dig deep to win. It wasn't the dominant performance Shakur is trying to portray against Tank. Martin's comments have added a layer of intrigue to the Stevenson-Davis saga. Here's a fighter who went toe-to-toe with Stevenson, questioning his ability to easily dismantle the powerful champion. It has sparked debate among boxing fans, with some wondering if Martin has a point.
Watch his fights and stuff, you know. So I didn't watch all his fights. You know, I didn't watch the majority of his fights or whatever. And then just knowing he was at the weight class, I knew it could potentially be, you know, a fight that would happen. I never thought that they would really take the fight, though, you know, so it is, I feel like it was a blessing in disguise with them taking it, but I've been watching him for a little minute, you know, just from on the outside, like him fighting other guys and stuff, you know, he nice, you know.
Maybe Stevenson is trying to build himself up before the fight, stated boxing trainer Miguel Sanchez. He knows Tank is a dangerous opponent, so downplaying his own struggles against Martin might be a strategy. However, Stevenson wasn't about to take Martin's comments lying down. He responded with a fiery social media post, calling Martin a salty loser and reiterating his confidence against Davis. Frank couldn't knock the butter off a biscuit, let alone beat me, Stevenson wrote. He's just trying to stay relevant by attaching himself to this fight. Martin's accusations of cheating also raised eyebrows. He hinted at questionable tactics employed by Stevenson during their fight without offering any concrete evidence. These unsubstantiated claims were met with skepticism by most boxing insiders. Those are sour grapes from Martin, stated boxing analyst Harold Jackson during his show. He lost a close fight, and now he's trying to discredit the winner. Unless he has some real evidence, these accusations are just noise.
I had to dig and try some things to get what I wanted. You know, but he wasn't easy to break, you know, so I had to figure it out.
Bro, the pre-fight stuff, you were talking about the press conferences and all, and then y'all talk slimy to each other, like you talking about your family, talking about your upbringing. But how much of that shit is real, or is it marketing? Because I love it. Like, oh, he hate him, now they about to go knock each other out. How much of that shit is really real?
See, on my end, at that press conference...
Despite the skepticism, Martin's comments have served to cast a shadow on Stevenson's claims of dominance. Fans and analysts are now wondering if Stevenson's leaked sparring footage with Davis truly reflects reality, or if he might face a tougher fight than he's letting on. Martin's a tough customer, there's no doubt about that, stated Terence "Bud" Crawford, the current WBO welterweight champion, during a press conference. If Stevenson struggled with him, Tank, with his power, could definitely be a problem. This fight just got a whole lot more interesting. The unexpected intervention of Frank Martin has injected a dose of uncertainty into the highly anticipated Stevenson-Davis clash. Will Stevenson be able to silence the doubters and prove his dominance over both Martin's claims and Gervonta Davis's power? Or will his struggles against Martin foreshadow a tougher-than-expected fight against the champion? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. The boxing world is watching with renewed interest, eager to see how this complex rivalry plays out.
Ain't no way your fighter gonna be checking the money that y'all talking about checking, and Calvin gonna be looking like that. I told Tank them to pay him. I told him to pay him because, or we need to go on coach's strike around this motherfucker, because ain't no way Bill should be getting paid and Calvin shouldn't. And Calvin need to thank Bill for mentioning this shit.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the undefeated lightweight champion with a reputation for thunderous knockouts, is finding himself under fire from a different kind of opponent, boxing legends. In the wake of his lawsuit against Shakur Stevenson for leaking sparring footage and the subsequent stalling of their highly anticipated fight, Davis has become the target of good-natured, and sometimes not so good-natured, roasting from some of the sport's most respected figures. From Hall of Famers to living icons, the boxing world's elder statesmen have taken aim at Davis's perceived reluctance to face Stevenson. Social media is filled with playful jabs and pointed criticism directed at the champion. "Come on, Tank, where's that knockout power against a contract?" chuckled Evander Holyfield, the former undisputed heavyweight champion, in a video posted on Twitter. "Back in my day, we settled things in the ring, not the courtroom." Holyfield's light-hearted jab set the tone for the online commentary. Floyd Mayweather Jr., the undefeated 5-division champion known for his defensive wizardry, offered a more cryptic message. He simply posted a picture of himself holding multiple championship belts with the caption, "Focus on what matters, young champ." The roasting wasn't limited to social media. During a charity event, Oscar de la Hoya, the legendary 6th-division champion and current boxing promoter, weighed in on the situation. "This lawsuit is a bad look for boxing," de la Hoya stated, shaking his head. "Fans want to see the best fighters challenge each other. Gervonta needs to man up and fight." Even retired trainers, known for their stoicism in the corner, couldn't resist getting in on the action. The legendary Emmanuel Stewart, in a video interview before his passing, offered some sage advice. "Champions are made in the ring, not the courtroom, son," Stewart stated, his voice laced with disappointment. "Step up and prove yourself." The constant stream of criticism seems to be getting under Davis's skin. He recently posted a video on social media, training intensely with the caption, "The lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of the sheep." However, the message did little to silence the chorus of disapproval. Some boxing insiders believe Davis's decision to sue stems from a strategic move. They argue that the leaked footage, if authentic, showcases a weakness in Davis's defense that Stevenson could exploit. "Maybe Tank is worried the video is real," stated veteran boxing journalist Sergio Martinez. "He doesn't want to go into the fight with a blueprint for his downfall out there. The lawsuit could be a way to delay the fight and work on his weaknesses." However, most boxing fans and pundits remain unconvinced. They believe Davis is simply trying to avoid a fight that could potentially tarnish his undefeated record.
I'm done calling out Gervonta. He's too fucking short.
Yeah.
And then Devin Haney, it's like, dude, no one knows him. And it's like, the Floyd Connor thing was just such crazy, insane, perfect timing. Like, you can't force that. And I just gotta,
I wonder if Floyd would be interested in a little rumble.
No, Floyd knows how. Floyd knows better.
"Let's be honest," stated boxing commentator Jim Lampley during his show. "Shakur presents a stylistic nightmare for Tank. His speed and footwork could neutralize Tank's power. The lawsuit is just a way for Tank to save face if he decides to pull out of the fight. The pressure is mounting on Davis. With each passing day, the criticism intensifies, and the fans' desire to see the fight only grows stronger. Will Davis heed the advice of the legends and step into the ring with Stevenson? Or will he succumb to the pressure and find a way to avoid a fight that could define his legacy? One thing's for sure, the boxing world is watching intently. And for Gervonta 'Tank' Davis, the fight outside the ring might be proving to be just as challenging as the one he's desperately trying to avoid."
Floyd, when you think about the fighters who are fighting now, can you give me your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 when it comes to the lightweight? Who you would put where?
As of right now, the two guys, the biggest puncher, I feel at the 135 would probably be Gervonta 'Tank' Davis. But the most skillful fighter at 135 would be hands down Shakur Stevens.
What is it about him? Because I know you have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to that next level.
The already explosive rivalry between Shakur Stevenson, the flashy southpaw with a lightning jab, and Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the undefeated powerhouse, has taken another dramatic turn. In a surprise announcement, boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr., the undefeated 5-division champion and master strategist, declared he would be assisting Shakur Stevenson in his training camp for the highly anticipated fight. Mayweather's decision sent shockwaves through the boxing world. Fans, analysts, and even the fighters themselves were surprised by this unexpected development. Social media erupted with speculation, with some praising Mayweather's mentorship and others questioning his motives. "I'm here to help a young fighter reach his full potential," stated Mayweather in a press conference, his voice calm and measured. "Shakur has talent, speed, and a good work ethic. I believe I can help him refine his skills and develop a strategy to neutralize Tank's power." Mayweather's involvement adds a fascinating layer to the Stevenson-Davis saga. Money Man, as he's often called, is known for his defensive wizardry and his tactical brilliance in the ring. His tutelage could prove invaluable for Stevenson, who faces a stiff challenge against the hard-hitting Davis. "This is a game-changer for Shakur," stated boxing trainer Miguel Sanchez. "Learning from the best defensive fighter of his generation, that's pure gold. Mayweather can teach Shakur how to make Tank miss, how to exploit openings, and how to win rounds." However, some boxing insiders believe Mayweather's motives might not be entirely altruistic. A long-standing rivalry exists between Mayweather and those associated with Al Heyman, the advisor who once guided both Davis and Mayweather. Seeing Mayweather help Stevenson could be interpreted as a subtle jab at Heyman's camp. "This might be more about Floyd than Shakur," stated boxing journalist Sarah Jones. "There's no denying Mayweather's expertise, but there's also a chance he's using this opportunity to take a shot at Al Heyman."
To certain things. And you know, when I look at it, you know, like when I look at fighters like Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis, I love these guys. I love these guys. I want the best for all of them. And you know, that's just a part of the game.
While the underlying motives remain debatable, Shakur Stevenson couldn't be happier with Mayweather's offer. "This is a dream come true," he declared in a video message, a wide grin plastered across his face. "Learning from the best to beat the best, that's the ultimate motivation. Thank you, champ, for believing in me." Gervonta Davis, however, wasn't fazed by the news. "Bring it on," he posted on social media, a picture of himself training with a determined expression. "2 against 1? Doesn't matter. I'm still gonna knock Shakur out cold." The addition of Mayweather to Stevenson's corner has undoubtedly intensified the pre-fight hype. Fans are eager to see how Mayweather's influence will translate into Stevenson's performance on fight night. "This fight has become a battle of minds as much as fists," stated boxing commentator Harold Jackson during his show. "Mayweather's strategic brilliance against Tank's raw power. It's a classic clash of styles. This is a fight no boxing fan can afford to miss." The presence of a boxing legend like Floyd Mayweather has injected a new level of excitement into the already heated rivalry. Will Mayweather's mentorship be the X factor that leads Shakur Stevenson to victory? Or will Gervonta Davis prove that raw power can trump even the most cunning strategy? Only time will tell. One thing's for sure, the boxing world is holding its collective breath, waiting for this epic showdown between a young, hungry challenger and a powerful, undefeated champion, all under the watchful eye of a legendary strategist.
Even like Shakur, you know, I had a chance to train him the other day in the gym. Shakur is an amazing fighter. And so then I seen that, you know, Shakur and Devin been going back and forth. And Devin made Shakur a certain offer. And how I look at it is this.
So be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single update on this epic showdown. We'll be bringing you exclusive interviews, behind the scenes training footage, and expert analysis leading up to the fight. And of course, we'll have all the post-fight coverage, reactions, and hot takes to keep you informed. Don't miss out on this clash of titans. Subscribe to our channel now and join the conversation.